The classic Campo Wanakwa, an abandoned movie lot, in a plane traveling all around the world, then back on the island filled with toxic waste. Now it's time for the ultimatum season, combining both the first and second generation cast of characters to find out who is the ultimate Total Drama player. That, boys and girls, is... Total Drama All-Stars. And it sucks. Holy shit, what a huge wasted opportunity to bring something epic and exciting for an all-star season of Total Drama. Well, calling it a wasted opportunity is an understatement because almost the entirety of the fanbase loathed this season for so many reasons. The lazy writing, uninspiring challenges, boring storylines, lack of communication, and especially the character derailments. Now, I say almost the entirety of the fan base because there are a couple fans that do enjoy this season, which, how and why. In my personal opinion, I don't hate it, at least not as much as everyone else does, but I felt so disappointed watching from the first episode all the way down to a lackluster finale. And there were points during the season, mostly Sunday, Monday, Sunday, where I just wanted to stop watching. Thankfully, it's not as bad as Pack of Shit Island. Trust me, that season is way worse and I could honestly care less. But why are these two combined into one season? What's the purpose of this? Regardless of my dissatisfaction with All Stars, I'll admit there were a couple moments throughout that I enjoyed and always go back to. I just had to go through a lot of bad stuff just to find something adequate and watchable. So without further ado, watch as I dread through this revolting pile of vomit to find the top 10 best Total Drama All-Stars moments of all time. This is gonna hurt.
Ow! What are you doing?
I'm sad, and when I'm sad, I eat dirt.
So, the last time we saw Alejandro, he got burned up pretty badly and was stuck inside the drama machine robot Star Wars style. Hell, the machine made a cameo in the first episode of Revenge of the Island, holding Heather in his arms. So essentially, he's still in love with Heather, who doesn't seem to be in the robots. In the first episode, the machine was named as the last member of the villainous Vultures team, much to the dismay of Heather. Suddenly, during the episode's challenge, the machine gets knocked off the highest fuck cliff thanks to Scott's fear of sharks. It explodes and guess who's out of the machine? Well now, looks like the hot muchacho is back and seems to have a grudge against Heather about their so-called relationship. I don't blame him, he was stuck in that goddamn machine for 2 years. But why is this moment at number 10? Simple, he showed up in the intro. So thanks for spoiling the surprise, guys. Wait, hold on, I've got an idea. I want to first start out by saying, if you like Mal, that's perfectly fine. I mean, I don't understand why anyone would think he's one of the best antagonists in the entire series because he really isn't, but whatever, you do you, man. But there were a couple moments with Mr. Hot Topic throughout All Stars that I legitimately facepalmed or laughed my fucking ass off. Oh, trust me, they're bad, but kind of in the so bad it's good or funny. For this spot, I gotta go with this moment in the episode Zeke and Ye Shall Find. The contestants must rescue Chris from the evil depths of the caverns run by the returning feral Zeke. And let's say Cameron was left hanging thanks to Mal. Alejandro offers to help Cameron, but he refuses because he only trusts Mike and Zoe, which results in Al getting napped by Zeke Boy, Gwen saving Cameron, and Mal being a fucking idiot while also getting napped by Zeke. When being confronted about Cameron's whereabouts, Alejandro simply stated that, well, he wanted to help him, but the Bubble Boy refused. And well, Mal had to say this.
So you just left him hanging there? Not cool!
Interesting. I never mentioned that Cameron was hanging.
I'm sorry, even the first time I watched this, I facepalmed and laughed pretty hard. Mal's a goddamn moron. So I'm pretty split with the whole Duncan trying to prove he's still a bad guy gimmick, duh. On the one hand, this made him look extremely weak. I mean, I don't mind him doing good things like when he found DJ's bunny and island or helping Harold up a cliff in action. But wow, this was so unjustifiable. Him trying to fight a cute mutant bird but couldn't pull the punch, or creating cute bunny graffiti. It's just pathetic. On the other hand, there were a few moments with Duncan that were pretty hilarious. My absolute favorite was in one of his confessionals, when he tries to swear, but instead says this.
Ah, goshy gosh, poopy face, fuzzy slipper! Oh, what is wrong with me? Even my swears are lame.
Oh man, this is just gold. Off topic, I know a couple people want me to stop swearing, but these are my videos. I can swear as much as I want. I have the freedom of speech. That's why my channel's not made for kids. This is my fluffing channel, you mother fluffers. In the episode Moon Madness, both teams must race to the finish line at the other side of the island. The villainous Vultures has a map to find the shortcuts, while the heroic Hamsters must wear bacon hats and sausage tails because last episode yada yada. But the caveat is that there's a blue harvest moon appearing later that, well, let's say that the dangerous animals won't be biting your ass and the small innocent ones might go for your nuts. And you know what? This moment right here, the first time I watched it, I could not stop laughing for the life of me.
Wow, Alejandro! You're so smart!
Excuse me?
Who's a little bougie bougie boo? You are. Yes, you are!
What?
Heather, you know, the bad egotistical selfish bitch that everyone hated in Ireland, was somehow affected by the moon. Oh my god, the way she was prancing around and being happy and nice is so goddamn entertaining. And kinda terrifying if you think about it. Well, obviously this was just a ruse for Heather to throw people off, but damn, if this actually happened, this would have been 10 times more hilarious. I mean, look at her coddling that damn alligator. She's coddling a fucking alligator! I've said before that Sam really didn't deserve the treatment during All-Stars, but at least he had his moment in the Food Fight episode. Kind of. Both teams are tasked on finishing a giant pile of pancakes filled with disgusting traps while each member attempts to go through a dangerous and nauseating obstacle course without puking. With the power of breakfast to dinner, Sam tags Zoe out so he can finish the pancake pile. Such an inspirational moment, to be frank. Alejandro does the same, and now it's a race to see who will make it to the finish line first without puking. Sam, using the power of power-ups? He finishes at first, leaving Alejandro with a sting to the face and the villains as the sore losers. Gross. I gotta admit, despite some really corny dialogue, this was actually a good sequence to watch back. But then here comes the bullshit. Turns out that Sam didn't fully finish the pancakes and kept 2 pieces in his pockets. He was then voted off, which, how could you guys? And sadly, that was the end of that. I don't blame Sam with what happened because he thought he was going to be exiled to Boney Island and wanted some food to help him survive. I suggest we give him a lifetime supply of pancakes from IHOP or Denny's. He definitely earned it.
Chalk one up for the game guy. Sure, it wasn't easy, but me and old Iron Tummy didn't get banned from all the Barney buffets in the Tri-County area for nothing.
I'm going to jail!
In the episode Saving Private Leechball, the teams must battle against each other using weapons with leeches as ammo, Call of Duty Warzone style. The Vultures managed to get the paintball guns and a fucking cannon while the Hamsters use slingshots. However, the MVP throughout this episode was Zoe. She helped her team find the location of the weapons, eliminate a few of the opposing teammates, and found a good place to hide Sam from all the carnage because oof. Even Courtney feels threatened by her skills, which again, why didn't we have Courtney versus Zoe for the finale? I would actually pay money to see that. But oh boy, that moment with a standoff against Joe was pure epicness, I think. You know, I'm kind of annoyed they didn't use Commando Zoe for this episode. I thought that'd be the perfect opportunity to show off her badass skills in the best way possible. But, you know, it happened, and yeah, she was pretty badass. Okay, no more simping, moving on. I get a lot of people really hate Heather, which, again, that's the point. She's a bitchy bitch who bitches her way through this bitch. But the one thing that I can commend her for, at least in Island, is her intelligence of reality shows. She knows how they work and utilizes any kind of advantage to move herself all the way to the top. Except she fails miserably in the end, which was pretty deserved. However, I can also commend her for finally winning the big one in World Tour against this enchilada and becoming some sort of an anti-hero. But now I gotta ask, what the hell happened to her here? In the egg hunting episode, Heather actually finds the invincibility statue from the egg of a mutant goat. So that means she has protection from elimination, right? Well, my friends, for some idiotic reason, she hides it in a very easy spot to find. Which, no surprise, Alejandro finds it and Heather is later eliminated at the ceremony. This will rank up as one of the dumbest eliminations in Total Drama. List coming soon. But why did I put this moment on this spot? I found it pretty funny how Heather could have figured out a better way to keep the statue rather than leaving it behind a fucking rock, which is clearly a spot that anybody can look behind. Not to mention Alejandro is a lot smarter than that, so I don't know why she would even do that. Anyways, it's pathetically hilarious.
Of course Chris took my invincibility statue. Who else? You with your see-all cameras everywhere? Well, whatever! I am not the one going home tonight, that I promise you!
Fuck!
So, Mal is supposed to be some kind of a dangerous threat in this season, considering he is somewhat another personality of Mike. I mean, he can be dangerous, but I wouldn't say he's the brightest. I mean, have you seen the previous spot? But I guess there's one moment with Mal and Alejandro. Man, he's appearing a lot in this list. During the Ops to Kill Course episode that I couldn't help but laugh at. Alejandro finds out that Mal is behind all of the sabotage throughout the show from all of the footage and saves it on a DVD. And thinking it's a smart choice, he threatens and blackmails the emo dick, unsuccessfully. You know the whole thing with Alejandro's last name? Yes, I know what it means, I speak Spanish. He has a saying that is exactly what you think it means.
Wait, my people have a saying, burros muertos no hablan.
Dead donkeys don't talk?
Alejandro, dead donkeys.
It's more poetic in Spanish, but my point is, your secret is safe with me.
I honestly don't know what to say about that. Dead donkeys don't talk. In fact, why is Alejandro's last name Dead Donkeys in Spanish? What? I need to stop laughing. Hear me out, I'm cheating a little bit by adding multiple clips in one spot because they didn't initially air on television, at least from what I can remember. What clips am I talking about? Well, the exclusive clips. Basically, they show what happened to all of the contestants after they were flushed down, such as Lindsay encountering a fucking alligator and how Duncan is doing in prison. There's also a secret confessional of Cameron diverging about being a new member of the villains team. My favorite ones are Lightning stopping at France but he thinks it's Germany, Sierra ending up in Area 51 again with endless amounts of alien Cody clones, save some for the Cody stands, and Alejandro reunited with Heather in the Yukons. These video clips are available on YouTube if you are interested in checking them out. Although Courtney's clip, it's still depressing to watch.
Not the hair!
So I won't be adding an honorable mentions for this video because my brain will explode. Trust me, I tried looking for every good moment that doesn't involve Zoe in this season and barely got to 10. But I do want to bring up something that was a huge fuck up for Fresh TV's end on September 10, 2013. According to their blog site, which unfortunately was taken down, so I had to use the Wayback Machine. They made a post announcing Total Drama All-Stars airing on Cartoon Network, but thank God I didn't have much internet access at the time. They dropped the ball by announcing all of the characters in the actual order of eliminations. In other words, they spoiled the entire season. Okay, I don't know if whoever made this didn't realize the mistake, but still, what the fuck happened? And the thing is, this was on Cartoon Network before it aired on Teletoon in Canada 4 months later. So for those Canadian fans, if you saw this blog post, I am so sorry. This mistake had ruined the season for many of the fans, and yet I'm surprised they didn't even delete it until they shut down their blog site. I know people already talked about this, but still, ouch. Whew, okay, with that out of the way, let's just head into number 1. So Scott and Courtney. Okay, I want to clarify that originally I didn't support this couple. I know there's a fan group that loves this pairing for some reason, and I'm not going to criticize them for their support. I'm just not a big fan of their so-called relationship. However, watching back again made me realize that I still don't support this couple. But I did warm up a little bit to their interactions per se, because quite frankly, when they're on screen, you know it's about to get good. In a weird way. At the end of the Leech Ball episode, Courtney is transferred to the villains team after her coward stunt earlier. Scott reveals some feelings towards her, and at first she just shrugs it off and minds her own business. But soon enough, Courtney also starts developing feelings for Scott as well, sometimes being nice to him. Sometimes. And it didn't take too long for both of them to share an unintentional kiss, which to be honest, their reactions in the confessionals were priceless.
That was totally an accident.
We kissed! I did stink a little.
Now they're officially dating, I think. I don't know, I was mad the first time I saw this because I thought, but rewatching these two together, oh my god, this is just so bad it's actually good. Scott is by far the best thing about these moments because he doesn't know how to process one in a relationship. He always says the wrong thing and just doesn't know how to compliment her. And even though they were in a relationship for 2 hours, they later broke up after Courtney accidentally kisses Cameron. No. And they just argue about it like a married couple. 2 hours! That's a new record, I tell you that. Despite the circumstances, they get back together, leading to more hysterical moments between the two. Then Sunday Muddy Sunday happened and, well, you know. I mean, we got a funny line from Scott, but other than that, it still sucks. I actually found these moments much more entertaining than I remembered. I mean, I know I would love to see Zoe and Courtney in the finale, but I'd also love to see Courtney and Scott in the finale with some really funny and intense moments. At least possibly better than the finale we got. But weirdly, out of all of Courtney's relationships, I still prefer Duncan and Courtney as one of my favorite couples, just based on the build-up and execution of their relationship in Island. But you know, I wouldn't mind seeing more of Courtney and Scott, as long as they give me a good laugh. Although if I had to choose one of their moments, this line is by far my favorite.
Courtney, I'm your girlfriend!